From turnstile to turnstile, let's talk theme parks.
Welcome to Park Hopper Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Park Hopper Podcast.
Ooh, it's been too long since I heard that.
You guys thought we weren't here anymore. We're here. It's been, for those of you who kind of aren't with us every day on our journeys, a lot's been going on. So we do apologize to why we have been kind of non-existent. Peter and Sarah recently just went to Chicago for a vacation. I recently just got engaged to the love of my life, Victoria. So I've been busy with that, and also the job hunt. I recently just got a new job, so I've been busy with that. So it's been kind of a stressful month or so for the both of us. So we do apologize, but we are ready to go in full force, we want to make this podcast.
We're rejuvenated. We've made some clerical changes, and to give you a little insight of that, the Patreon has been frozen. So to our patrons that have been out there, you're going to hear from us in the near future. We're going to contact all three of you out individually. We thank you for your support. But for right now, we're going to focus on giving you just rock-solid podcasts about everything theme park. I also became an annual pass holder to SeaWorld. So that's
yes, you did.
That's an Aquatica, which is important to our podcast.
He did, so he's a traitor.
I'm not a traitor, I'm a lover.
Yeah, whatever. So we want you guys to be as excited about let's just call it a season 2 of the Park Hopper Podcast, because we are very excited as well. We're ready to go, rocking and rolling.
Season 1 was our pilot season. That's why it was only a couple episodes. It was about 11 episodes. Took a little winter hiatus, and we're back. This is like January 15th of a new season, ready to go.
Yes. And if you're wondering, it is 10:30 at night, Eastern Time Zone, right now as we record.
Some things don't change.
Yes. So this, again, like always, is a very exciting episode. It's what Peter says, some of you guys' favorites, and that's his opinion. And I think I do as well, think you guys like it. And that is, Peter, our top 5 favorite bar/lounges in the Walt Disney World Resort. This is something, obviously, more for the older audience that is 21 and older. But at a lot of these places, you can get non-alcoholic drinks and kind of can chill and relax and enjoy yourself. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for 21. But
and you know what?
For the most part,
to piggyback off Dom, if you're not aware, Sarah does not drink alcohol. And so I can actually speak to we're doing this like we've done all of our other top 5s. So I don't know Dom's. Dom's does not know my top 5. So I will try to interject as best I can if there's a lounge or bar that we reference that does have a nice non-alcoholic option, because Sarah is usually the non-alcoholic aficionado.
Correct. That is very true. So let's get started. Would you like me to start or you to start?
Start it.
Okay, so I'm not going to butcher some of these. I don't want to butcher names or whatnot, so I'm just going to kind of tell you where it's at, and you kind of get the hint. My number 5 favorite bar in Walt Disney World is the Tequila Bar in the Mexico Pavilion inside. A lot of this is I love the Mexico Pavilion. It might be my favorite pavilion in Epcot. I like how it's very immersive. You feel like it's nighttime in Mexico, and that bar is just kind of hidden to the side, and I think their drinks are really good. They have quite possibly my favorite drink in Disney. If you happen to watch either, it might be in Peter and Sarah's vlog when we came and visited back in February. I know it's for sure in ours, me and Victoria's. They have the avocado margarita, and it is incredible. It's very smooth. It doesn't taste like avocados really, but it has the smoothness of an avocado, and that's what I really enjoyed about it.
If you're under the age of 21, cover those ears for just a moment. I don't like margaritas typically. I don't like tequila. I had one of those instances, when you're young in college, you have a little too much fun with a particular drink. That was me one night. I had too much fun with some tequila, and now it just has a bad taste in my mouth. So I usually stay away from the margaritas. But I will say, Dom got this, and then they were like, try it. It's a thing. You got to go to Epcot, got to go to Mexico with the avocado. It's a thing, Peter. Just do it. You're an internet guy. It's a thing. I tried it. It was not only delicious, smooth, and there was the smallest hint of a burn of tequila. It was the smoothest
Yes.
margarita or mixed drink I think I've ever had.
Yeah, and that's what, like, I think people get grossed out. Oh, avocado, that's gonna be nasty. But it really, the only point of the avocado I feel in this drink is to give the smoothness.
And didn't they was it Himalayan salt or was it like a chili
Yeah,
powder?
it was like a chili powder salt rim, which gave it a nice little kick if you're into that.
Cool, I
So
dig it.
that's my top five,
And I laughed.
or my number five.
I laughed when Dom started saying this because me and Sarah were driving back from one of the lounges that I'm going to say on my list. Oh, actually, it's not on my list. It'll be an honorable mention if Dom doesn't say it. From tonight, and we're thinking, what's Dom's top five going to be? And Sarah's like, he's got to say Mexico. There's no way he's not going to say Mexico.
Really,
Yeah, she knew. She knows you. She gets you. You know.
that's Sarah Burkhart.
She's a riot. So my number five is a hidden, what I would think is a hidden gem, and I don't even know if you know the name of this one, Dom. I know you've been
Okay,
there at least with me. Does the name the Bellevue Lounge ring a bell?
Bellevue Lounge. Can I have a hint of any sort?
It is
Or did I
it
give it
is
away?
on Crescent Lake. I don't even know if you know that's the name of that body of water.
Bellevue Lounge. I'm lost. I don't know.
It's in the boardwalk. Do you know where it is yet?
Oh, is it the one inside the hotel?
One, it's on the inside of the hotel. It's on the main
Right
floor,
outside the balcony.
right outside the balcony. Yeah. So it's like the second floor if you're coming from the boardwalk, or if you're coming from inside the lobby, it's on the same floor as the lobby. If you're walking in from check-in, you walk in and there's a hall to the right. Go down this hall with the awesome decorations, and it is the most quaint, dark, barely lit, like old mahogany themed lounge, boardwalk
Makes you want to have
era.
whiskey.
Makes you want to have whiskey. The oldest, like almost, almost like a grandma smelling couch, but not. Just pure comfort. And then they do have
It's a
two.
good musky smell.
It's a good musky
It
basement
goes, wow, this
smell.
makes me think of a good old person, you know?
Yeah. And then there's two nice, really big balconies that overhang the grassy, open area outside of the boardwalk. And I love the theming. This is all themed to me. I've been there a handful of times. I usually get a Yingling or a whiskey when I'm there. Service is on point. The guy's been there for like 26 years. Always super nice. Last time I talked to him was actually around Hurricane Irma. He was like, I gotta leave work in like 10 minutes. I'm boarding up my neighbor's house, so props to him for taking care of his neighbors. That's my number five, Bellevue Lounge.
I know I've been here, but I know I for sure went there with Shane when I was staying at the boardwalk. I can't recall going there with you. I'm sure I have. I know I have had a drink there, though, before at the bar. All right, so my number four. Well, by the way, great choice, Peter. That's a good choice for your number five. But my number four, I was torn. I had something originally. I wanted to trade it in because I had. It's located right by another bar that I already have on my list, so I didn't want to do that. So maybe that'll be my honorable mention. But my number four on my list is a bar that you took me to because only you can take me there, and that is the Top of the World Lounge at the Contemporary Resort. What's up with that smile?
I like it. I like it.
I think
I'm
it's a cool bar.
Check this out. I'm even wearing my DVC polo right now.
You are. So, as Peter said, DVC, this is a DVC exclusive bar. You have to be a member or know someone that is a member that is with you to get up into this bar. It is on the top of the Contemporary, the top of the world. It's a cool atmosphere, got good drinks. You can go watch the fireworks at the Magic Kingdom from up there, so that's a nice touch. It's just, a real cool atmosphere. You kind of feel like you're doing something special that nobody else can, and we all know we like to do things that nobody else can because that, helps boost our egos. So that's why I chose that. It's my number four.
If you're a history and Disney art buff, the paintings inside the bar lounge area are like original concept artwork for the monorail and Epcot / Tomorrowland kind of era futuristic themes. They have a good small food menu, and the service is impeccable. If you don't know what a legacy award is for Disney, it's the highest honor a Disney Parks cast member can achieve. And I want to say both bartenders they have at Top of the World are legacy cast members.
And if you want to know if somebody is a legacy cast member, they are the ones with the all blue name tags. Those
Yes.
are so those are usually very good cast members.
They embody the
And
legacy of Walter Elias Disney. My number four, and I think it's on Dom's, and I think it is. It's in a park, so I'm leaving the resorts, going into the parks, and I'm going into a park that right now is getting a lot of anxiousness, but not a lot of love, and that's going to be the Hollywood Studios Park. People are getting excited because Toy Story Land's opening up at the end of the month, but people are more excited about Star Wars. But right now, there's like not too much going on, but I like to go there still. Regardless, I like to stroll down Sunset Boulevard, cross the street there, and right behind that dinosaur, there's a little place called the Tune In Lounge. It's a very hustle bustle lounge bar that it was the first time I ever had Yingling outside of the Midwest, which is a beer. But I also, and this is what I like to get, it's not even an alcoholic drink. You can get the peanut butter and jelly shake in the Tune In Lounge.
you're talking about the one at the 50s prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I it's not on my list.
Really? Did you forget about it?
Yeah, no, I knew of it.
Oh, you
I
made that.
just
Dom, Throwback Thursday to Dom on the Fab 5207 made a how to make peanut butter and jelly
I
shake
to-
with his sister-in-law.
I totally forgot I did that. And if you want to watch that, you still can.
Yeah,
It's still there.
I'll put the link down below in the description.
Yeah, that was way back in the day. That's an oldie. That's a good one. And those peanut butter and jelly shakes are fantastic. I wonder if you could make them alcoholic if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Maybe with vodka might be okay if you're looking for that.
if you want alcoholic jelly, I mean, if that's your thing, I mean, I guess they make Jello shots. Okay, we're
Yeah.
digressing. What is your number four?
I already said my number 4.
We're turning into a party episode,
We're back, baby.
talking about Jello shots and everything.
My number 3 on my
grandma
list.
couches.
Yeah, all right. My number 3 is a bar that I I like this bar. It's obviously in my top 5, so I do like this bar a lot. I do think personally the drinks are a little overpriced, but it is Disney, and I think this would be on a lot of people's list, and that is Trader Sam's at the Polynesian. I go back and forth. For me, I love Polynesian themed stuff, so that's basically why it's on my list. I like that theming. I think the drinks are good. I do think they're overpriced, I'll be honest, but I'm trying not to put price uh, accounted for in my list just because everything at Disney is expensive. I will say this though, when I went to Chicago with Victoria to visit Peter and Sarah last January, we went to a tiki bar called was it three or two dots in a dash?
Three dots and a dash.
3 dots in a dash, and that tiki bar, in my opinion, blows Trader Sam's out of the water.
Do you remember that big platter we got?
Yes, it was fantastic, and but unfortunately that bar's not at Disney, so I'm gonna have to go to Trader Sam's. And I'm really into the tiki bars right now. Kind of sidetracked, but we have one in Detroit already called the Mutiny Bar, and it can't even compare to any of those tiki bars. We have another one opening up soon called the Lost River that looks a little bit better, but the one in Chicago is just unreal.
I hear there's one in downtown Orlando. So we've made new friends. Him and his friend were telling me about. There's a really nice and like semi-famous tiki bar in downtown Orlando. So I might be going
Okay.
to check that out soon. So we will circle back.
I'm into that vibe. That's why I kind of put on my list. I went back and forth. Because I had a hard time picking this list. I really did. But I knew it had to be on there. And, yeah, that's why I did it.
My number 3 is a lackluster choice because it has already been stated this very episode. And that's going to be the Top of the World Lounge at Bay Lake Tower Contemporary Resort and Spa.
That's a good one. Do you want to add on to that at all?
I would like to add on it that you can go, like Dom said, you have to be a DVC member, but you don't have to be staying on a DVC reservation. So Sarah and I live here in Central Florida. If you weren't aware of that, we are DVC members. I can't go up there tonight on Thursday night to the Top of the World Lounge to watch the fireworks or grab a drink because I'm not staying at a resort. If Dom was staying here at, say, Polynesian, his favorite resort, paying cash for that, not as a DVC perk or anything, but he was just staying there as a normal Joe Schmo. And I said, Dom, you know what? We should go watch Happily Ever After from the Top of the World. And he go, wait, I'm not a DVC member. I go, hey, I am, but I don't have a resort. He'd go, I got a resort. You got the membership? Let's do it. You could walk up to the desk. They'll scan Dominic's Magic Band. They'll check my ID and my DVC member card. Bada bing, bada boom. One ride, one-way ticket up to the Top of the World Lounge.
The Tip Top Club, just like in the Tower of Terror movie.
Tip Top Club is also in Chicago. I almost got
Is it?
I almost had my reception up there, but it was very expensive.
That's Chicago for you.
Hey, we're not going to start talking about cities because emotions will get hurt. You can't compare an American city like Chicago to a foreign city like Detroit.
The Motor City, baby. On to the next. This is one that I think Peter might not have thought of. In fact, I don't even know if Peter's been here before.
Ooh.
I know his his wife has,
Oh.
because I think I went with her before, and that is at the Boardwalk, and that is Jelly Rolls.
Sarah's never been to Jelly Rolls.
Has she not? I swear I went with Chelsea.
You
I
went
know
with
that
Chelsea.
for sure.
You went with Chelsea.
Okay.
Because you FaceTimed us because you were with Kristen, I
Yeah.
think, too.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I remember
And
that
Shane.
FaceTime.
I do too. And that bar is you do have to pay a cover. You used to not have to pay a cover if you were a cast member, but now I believe cast members do still have to pay a cover.
Except
I
for
want to say it's like
Sundays.
$12 to get in there.
Yeah.
For everybody. It's a dueling piano bar, so it's a lot of fun. You kind of everybody sings. It's been the same like four guys every single time I've been there. They'll play Disney songs, and it's just a really good time. Everyone's singing, having a good time. Free popcorn, which is nice, but also gets you to drink more, which makes you spend more money. So that's why it's there.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that it is better than Atlantic Dance Hall?
Atlantic Dance Hall. Every time I've walked into that place, I've been the only person in that place.
If you have not been, Atlantic Dance Hall is a dance hall right at the boardwalk, and it is amazing because it is just like a time
Like the
warp to a
90s.
different. It brings you just back to straight to the 90s. There's like a DJ having the time of his life on a stage. Always this weird, ominous fog mist going on. I will say that I forgot when it was, but shortly after we moved here, Matt was in town, and Sarah, me, Matt, Ben, Cole, Chelsea, Kristen, a bunch of our friends went to Atlantic Dance Hall. And I think we spent like 2.5 hours there, literally with just us, like 7 of us, plus like maybe 2 other people that I realized like a week later were cast members. I saw them in the park, just dancing our lives away. But
There's only that many people in there.
that was it. And I've never been.
You had a good time.
We had a great time because we owned it. Every other time I've walked in there, because I like to show guests or like friends that are in town, I like to show them it because it's like such a weird time warp. No one's ever in there.
They have the huge screen on the dance floor too.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like something out of like Night of the Roxbury.
Yeah, that or almost
Yeah.
like if you were just to take all the parents out of Hocus Pocus during like the rock scene in the
Yeah.
in the town hall. Okay, we digress. What is it? Is it you two? You're number.
How is that place still open?
They only have 2 cast members that run the place, so it's probably operating costs are probably an all-time low. So they probably just need a few purchases a week to compensate for their overhead.
Right. But that was my number 2. I said my number 2. You
Oh, it
said
was
your
Jelly
number-
Rolls. I have yet to
Yes.
been to Jelly Rolls, and I feel like my life will change when I go to Jelly Rolls. But Peter Brookhart has a problem paying covers. It's my Chicagoan coming out in me. I'm not going to break anything. I'm not going to steal anything. I will spend money. You don't need to charge me a cover. Anyway.
That's how it works.
My number 2, I don't even know if Dom's been here, but I know he knows of it, and it's going to be the Cruise Cup Lounge at the Yacht Club, right around the corner from the boardwalk, which is attached to the Yachtsman Steakhouse. The great thing about this is I love a good theme, and I love a good wood theme. This is like a very yachty. There's benches, there's couches. You can see one of the walls is actually the same wall that you can go see. It's the dry storage for the meats, the aged meats for the Yachtsman Steakhouse. You can get some of the classic appetizers like the roasted garlic spread, which is like a famous appetizer at Yachtsman. They just have good service. You know, I think I got maybe an old fashioned there, and then some draft beers. We went there for my birthday. Actually, Sarah, me, Jill, and James. We went there for my birthday this past year. It was a really. It's kind of feels like a hole in the wall because it's just this small door in this hallway, literally in between yacht club and beach club.
I have not gotten anything from there. I have walked in because I have ate at Yachtsman twice. It does look very cool. It's kind of the same feel as Yachtsman Steakhouse, so I'm sure it's great. I knew you were gonna put this place on your list, but I think it's a great spot
I've only been there
for sure.
once. Only
I
been
I
there
just had a
once.
feeling though,
Yeah, I loved it. I liked that.
because I knew you did.
I love that vibe. I love that feel. The service was great. The menu for food was great. The drinks were like the same as a lot of the thing about Disney bars. Everybody, if you're not aware, is like Disney lounges are like 90 to 95% the same menu everywhere you go. There's really just those specialty places that might have one or two or three signature drinks. Like, for instance, one of the bars that's not on my list because I just have one left is the Tambu Lounge. That's where I was tonight at Polynesian. They have a famous drink called the Back Scratcher. Never had it before. Another YouTube channel by the name of Ears to You go all the time and talk about it. So I went and got one tonight and I loved it. But there's two drinks that are like special to that bar. Everything else is the exact same ones that you can get at any of the bars we just referenced.
Can I tell you something, Peter? Tambu Lounge is it's Ohana's bar, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was the one I switched out for Top of the World
Really?
because I already had Trader Sam's on there, and
Oh, too much theming, similar theming.
I didn't want to do two, but I think it is on my list. I just didn't want to. I was trying to be a little bit more creative than everything
Yeah.
Polynesian all the time.
I would say that if you had to put those two against each other for you, Dom, I think Tambu Lounge would beat Top of the World just because of you can get the Ohana bread pudding dessert, bananas Foster's
That's
bread pudding.
100% why.
You can get that for $6 at the bar. So you can get the back scratcher Bacardi rum drink with the dessert Ohana.
And it used to be $5, but now it's $6. But it's a great deal. And they got good.
I'd
You can get pot stickers there too, and
I'd pay
everything.
$12 for that. So I will
Yeah,
keep going back until $12. And once they raise that price to $12, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably just have to go eat dinner at Ohana.
right at that point. But so my number one bar. I think if you truly know me, you would know what this is. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to butcher it, but it is at Epcot, and it's in Italy, and it is the wine cellar bar in the Italy Pavilion.
We realized this the other day because we were just talking about this. It's a simple name. I'm googling it right now. We were calling it the restaurant's name.
No, Tutu Titalia is a restaurant.
There's 3 restaurants there.
Yeah, Via Napoli, Tutu Titalia, and then the wine bar.
The wine cellar.
Yeah.
Tutto Gusto.
Tutto Gusto. Okay. Tutto Gusto is my favorite bar lounge area in all of Walt Disney World.
I
I
forgot
think
about that.
I think this is such a hidden gem. I don't think a lot of people know about it, even though it's right there. I don't think people think to go into it. I'm Italian. I like Italian themed.
You're Sicilian.
Yes, I like limoncello. They got fantastic
They have
limoncello
fantastic
there.
limoncello. And the charcuterie board they offer there.
The charcuterie boards are there, good. Another thing is that you can actually, if you wanted to, you can order off of Tutu Tatalia's menu inside of Tutto Gusto. And the theming's great.
Feels like
The
you're
servers
in
are
a
always
old
great.
cellar, like in like almost
It's
like an underground Italian mountainside cellar.
Right, it's very relaxing. I think this is one of the smartest things Disney's ever done. I think it is a great spot. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I don't think it gives enough credit. And I think more people actually no, I don't want more people to go there because I don't want to have to wait when I go back. But it truly is that good.
To give you a sense of how good it was, when Dom and Victoria came down on vacation last February and where they kind of overlapped with Sarah and mine, our vacation, we had our day in Epcot together, and it was like a brutally hot day. and it was towards the end of Dom and Vic's vacation. So when you go on a Disney vacation, especially
It's
your
our last
first,
day.
especially your first trip, like you go hard and you go very hard, so you're exhausted. So we were going on Epcot, and I was worried. I was like, I'm here with my best friend. I'm here with his girlfriend. Why should I say fiance now?
Well, girlfriend at the time, yeah.
Well, we won't talk about that other girl either.
What? You weren't supposed to say that.
No, but we were like, it was about 2 o'clock. I'd say we were all feeling kind of tired and we were hurting.
2:07.
It was 2:07 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yeah, Eastern time.
So then Dom's like, you know what? Let's go to the wine cellar because that's what we call it. We don't call it Tudo Gusto. We call it the wine cellar. We're like, you know what? That's a phenomenal idea. And I want to say we were in Tudo Gusto for like 2 hours.
We were in there for a while.
Me and Vic got some red wine. Sarah got like a sparkling lemon drink or lime mint drink. You got limoncello, and we were just sitting around chit chatting, having a good time.
Did we get a charcuterie board there?
We did get a charcuterie board there, but
And
it
that
was
was
it was
actually
one
me
of
and
those things that we didn't. We ordered our drinks first. We were there for maybe 40 minutes, just sipping on our drinks, and then we're like, you know what? Let's indulge. Let's get a charcuterie.
That was actually me and Victoria's second time there on that trip. We actually went with Shane and got pasta earlier in that trip, our first time at Epcot. But I'm a sucker for a good charcuterie board. You give me some cold cuts and some nice Italian cheeses and a nice Italian drink, I'm in heaven. So I think it's a great spot. And if you like that sort of thing, it's a great place to. It has a very chill atmosphere, and I think sometimes you need that when in the parks.
I will take Tune In Lounge off my list and replace it with Wine Cellar, but I will bump that up to my number 2 option.
How many times have you been there? Just that once?
No, me and you have been there twice together. We went there with Vic. We went there with your mom.
Yes, we did.
Because your mom's a scoundrel and treated us. Sarah and I have been there 2 other times. So I've been there about 4 times.
Okay. So that's number 2 on your list now?
Yeah, it's number 2. If I were to redo that, remembering that, I would bump Tune In Lounge off. Bellevue would be 5. Top of the World would be 4. Cruise Cup would be 3. Tudo Gusto would be number 2. And my number 1, just to throw it in there. Do you know what it is? Have any idea?
Your number 1.
Yeah.
Give me a hint.
It's also at my favorite resort, which gives it away.
Oh, I knew you were gonna. I was wondering where this was.
Well, do you know what? Do you know which one's like my true favorite resort? Because I say 2 are my favorites all the time.
Your true favorite is, well, it's Wilderness Lodge, right? Yeah, that's your favorite. You're talking about the new, what is it called? The Whisper, or not the
Geyser Point.
Geyser
So
Point,
my number
yes.
1 is Geyser Point at Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort. I always want to say resort and spa when not all of them are spas. But
See, that could be my list, but I've never been there, so I didn't.
And the thing is, you will love it. I need you to go. This is my problem with you, Dom, is I need you to experience Geyser Point in multiple stages, and you can't do that in one trip. I need you to have it for breakfast. I need you to have it for lunch. I need you to have it for dinner. I need you to have it for second dinner, and I need you to have it for just for drinks.
Yes, amen.
And I have we haven't done breakfast yet, but we've done like every other variation of it because it's our favorite. It's our favorite resort, though, so we like to go there a lot. And then we like to go there for since it's newer, a lot of our friends who are cast members or previous cast members or who have been coming forever want to go there because it's newer. So we've just had many opportunities to go there since before we moved here, but since we moved here a lot. It's my favorite. The vibe, there's it's all outdoor, but it's behind the pool at Wilderness Lodge. It's right on Bay Lake. You can hear the fireworks. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but the bar service is amazing. I will say, I had the absolute worst old-fashioned of my entire life there once.
That's good.
To the point where I almost complained. And I'm like, a server could literally punch me in the face. And I'd be like, so you getting a 25% tip, right? Like, we're good? Yeah. I never complained about anything. But this drink was so bad. It was awful. But I have to say, the bartender was probably terribly sick or something, because I've been there at least 15 times, and I've had nothing but amazing experiences besides that one. But they've got a great food menu. Drink-wise, they've got an old-fashioned. I'm a big old-fashioned fan. They have an old-fashioned, but it's it uses 3 different kinds of bourbons that are aged differently, so it's got a really smooth and bold flavor. But the service is great. The atmosphere is great. Very kid friendly. So if you want to go to a bar or lounge, but you're worried about bringing kids and being like, "Well, you're bringing like that 6-year-old to the bar," Geyser Point's the one to go to.
Two things that I want to say. It's funny that you mentioned that you had the worst old fashioned you've ever had, because we went to this whiskey bar over by me one time, and I
Recently,
got an old fashioned. Last December, not this past December, December before
not the
that.
one that you vlogged.
No, no, no.
Okay.
And it was it's a whiskey bourbon. It's a whiskey bar, so they're known for like those type of cocktails. It was quite clearly the worst old fashioned I've ever had, but might have been one of the worst drinks I've ever had in my life. Like it was literally almost undrinkable. It was that bad. But secondly, is I think you started something that I don't even think you realize you started, and I think we need to make this happen. And I think we need to talk about it more than just here, but you need to mention it on. I think you get a lot of traction on the Brickheart Project Facebook page, and that is the not the Wisp. I keep on saying the Whispering Canyon, the Geyser Point Challenge, and that is an all-day adventure at Geyser Point. Breakfast,
Ooh,
lunch, dinner, and drinks.
there you go. I like
Go
it.
there from open till dinner and see if you can. Like literally, that's a challenge to see if you can do it.
You probably could.
I
'Cause
think you should make a video of that.
I should, but like it's almost I feel like it'd be too easy because they've got like traditional tables and they've got couches. They also have a ping pong table. Like
Right, so you can make a day out of it. It's
oh,
like a
for
like,
sure.
yeah,
And
I
there's
think that should.
there's even to go a step further. There's even the fire pit like 20 feet away from it. So they do s'mores during the afternoon and then do fires in the evening. You could easily like you know what, this is gonna happen. Like I'm gonna do this in like not this weekend. We just figured out our plans and I think we are set in stone for this weekend. But I think maybe the following weekend we're gonna do Geyser Point Challenge all day.
But here's the deal. You can't leave Geyser Point. You can't go in the swimming pool. You can't go walking around Wilderness Lodge. You have to be at Geyser Point. The only thing you can go to is the bathroom.
Can I bring? There's a bathroom in
Okay.
Geyser
So
Point.
you have to be there from breakfast to dinner, dinner and drinks afterwards. You cannot leave. I want that to be a challenge, and I want this to be posted to other places. I want people to hear this, and I want to see if people will do it.
Can
I think it's hilarious.
Can I bring some board games or something? Gonna
Yeah,
be
if
there
they
all
let you play
day.
it. If they let you bring them there.
It opens up at like 7 a.m. because it's a breakfast option there, and it
You don't
closes
have
at
to
like
be-
midnight.
No, you don't have to be there at 7 o'clock. You
Yeah.
just have to be there for breakfast.
Okay, so probably like 9:30 or 10.
Okay, 10, and then get dinner. So have lunch at like 1, dinner at 5 or 6, and then have a drink
Couple
after.
drinks
So
at like 8 o'clock.
yeah,
So
yeah.
probably get there at like between 9:30 and 10 a.m. and then stay through fireworks probably at 9:15 p.m.
Yeah. I want to like I think that would be I think it'd be entertaining.
All right, I like that. I like that.
I do
The
too.
Geyser Point Challenge. I will give. What will I give? If someone does the Geyser Point Challenge and can prove it to me before I do it, I'll send you some of my old Plain Crazy Button Club buttons, which can be seen at thebrickartproject.com.
That's a good deal.
Because I like that challenge a lot.
And if someone does the Geyser Point challenge before Peter does,
You get to also.
I
What are you gonna do?
I will. Me and Victoria, she doesn't know yet. Hopefully, you guys don't do it because it will be very boring. We'll daily vlog for a week.
Ew, I like that. Okay, someone please go do this. I need another daily vlog for a week.
For a week
That'd be fun.
instead of yeah.
All right, I like it. What do you have any honorable mentions?
Well, I kind of mentioned my honorable mention already, but I'm gonna do one that is a place that we sat down, got up just because no one wanted to eat there, and I think it's a super cool place and be a great place to have a drink at, and that would be the Edison.
That is,
That
and
on the
I've
list.
been there, and it's a good place to have a good drink. I will have. I have another honorable mention that this is from Sarah. She phoned a friend in. She texted me. She says from the Old Key West Resort, the original DVC. It is the Gurgling Suitcase, which is a very unique lounge bar because it's super small. Like it only has it's maybe a 20-foot bar with maybe 8 seats, and then there's like 3 high tops behind it. Very small, but very cool. A lot of photos from the original like DVC families from the 90s. Just solid service right there behind Olivia's. So there's our honorable mention.
I was trying to think of a cool pool bar I would pick, and I can't really think of anything. I mean, obviously you got Geyser Point, but just like a pool bar. And for some reason, it's not like nothing glamorous, but I have fond memories of like when I was on doing my seasonal work, staying at Pop Century, just sitting at the Polynesian or the Pop Century pool bar watching, hockey, the Stanley Cup playoffs, just having a beer, and it's nothing fancy, but sometimes it's relaxing, just to sit at one
I
of
feel
those
like
Disney pool
Coronado.
bars.
Coronado's got some solid poolside bars.
Do they?
Yeah, they're like bigger setups for the pool.
Dak Lodge does too.
Yeah.
Have a pretty decent one.
They really do their main pool actually, and you can actually
Yeah.
if you walk an extra 20 feet to the quick service, you can get a 4-pack for $5. 4-pack Zebra Domes.
Yes, you can. That's true news. That's true news. Well, thank you guys for listening. I actually really enjoyed this. I think top 5 should be something we should do quite often.
Yeah, I
Because
think we
it's,
do them well because it gives us a little playful banter, and I can just razz Dom about being a Canadian.
I think we both had good lists.
I think we did.
I do. And again, we both apologize for kind of not keeping you guys in the loop. It's just been a very busy month, but we're back at it, ready to go. And we want your feedback and what you guys want us to do. So please, let us know that.
You could catch Dom over at Instagram at Dom and Vic Eats Detroit, and on
That is true.
YouTube at Dom and Vic.
We can. And we just posted last week our favorite video yet. That was our engagement video. So if you want to go see how that happened, you can go check that out.
Let us know down below. You don't gotta tell Dom and Vic, but like the best video on their channel is the one with me in Disney World. But
That is actually one of my, I think editing wise, that is one of our best.
it was done very well, and you can check out mine and my wife Sarah's daily vlog here in Central Florida. The Brookhart Project. You can find us at youtube.com/The Brookhart Project, or just go to thebrookhart.project.com. We've got a cool website over there where you can see all the fun, crazy stuff we do with no sleep.
It's fun, it's crazy, and it's
crazy. It's stupid.
It's love.
It's love. All right, everybody. We are so glad to be back. And I just throw this one out because I don't even know if Dom realized this, but I was playing with, I was at my friend, where were we at? We were at the Bugs house, and my friend Tyler has a Amazon Echo. And I've done this at Katie's and Dustin's as well. If you have an Amazon product, whether it's your phone or an Echo or an Alexa, you say, hey, Alexa. Actually, just, if you have one, bring it to the speaker and put the speaker real loud. And I'm just going to say it for you. Hey, Alexa, play Park Hopper Podcast. Boop. Playing the most recent episode, Park Hopper Podcast. Boom. Did you know
We
that?
pop up.
We play
Yeah,
it.
I did. I did.
It's cool. That's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm having such a good time. This is such a blast.
We're back. We're back in
This
black.
is fun. This is a big basket of fun. I'm really enjoying myself. But enough of that. Thank you again for listening. My name is Dominic Evco. You are Peter, the man, the legend, the myth, Walt Disney Brookhart, and this is the Park Hopper Podcast.